The Guardian newspaper, a British newspaper, you can see why it might happen there, reports on the Los Angeles mansion bought by a co-founder of the Uber car ride service. Here's what he paid: $72.5 million for the house and the land. Why is this interesting? Well, around the world, for the last year or more, Uber drivers have been demonstrating, striking, complaining that they're taking home ridiculously small amounts of money, $5, $10, $15 an hour, and they're lucky to get at the upper end of that range. We also just read this last couple of weeks that the police in Los Angeles are again rousting up the homeless from the little tent cities that they have established under the freeways. Yeah, that's America these days. Screw the worker, screw the homeless. Why is that relevant? Because not paying Uber drivers so that they can't afford a home and have to live in a tent, or they can't afford a decent living even if they have a home. That's what's necessary so that the Uber founder, the head of the company, can live in a $72.5 million mansion. Here's the economics to understand. If you paid those Uber workers a living wage, what it's necessary to have a home and a car and to live a decent life, and if you provided housing for the homeless, you have the money. It's all there. It would just mean, and let's cry for a moment, that the founder, the co-founder of Uber would have to settle, I don't know, for $1 million house, or maybe even a $2 million house if we want to reward him. But he couldn't have a $72 million house. That's the cost to him. And what's the benefit? Doing something for tens of thousands of Uber drivers and their families, and more thousands of the homeless. You tell me what your ethics, your religion, and your morality suggest is the way to go here.